I'm Sue Boo, bringing crafting to you, and today we're going to make a pop-up gatefold card from scratch for any of the from Joy Extra up. I'm making it for my Joy Extra, but you could make it on any of your machines. Okay, so we're going to start by adding a new project, and I'm going to go for a blank canvas, and we want to start designing. So we are now going to go into the shapes and choose a square, and we're going to take off the lot proportion, and we're going to put the width at 10 inches and the height at 7 inches. That is our card base. Now I don't like working in black, so I'm going to click on the colour there and then turn it to white. Now once you have done this, you're better fixing this point here to a square number really. So I'm going to stick that at 2, 2. So we're going to go into edit, and we're going to put the position of X being 2 and Y being 2. So that will position it bang there so that we can see what we are doing. Right, now I'm going to take this there so we can see it a little bit better. That's it. That's fine. We'll have it about there. That's it. Okay, now we're going to start sticking our score lines on. So to do that, we need to go back to our shapes, and we're going to choose the score line. Now straight away you'll see with the Joy Extra doesn't have score lines, but I score all the time with my foil tool. So what we're going to do is go up to where it says score here, drop down the box and change it to foil. So that will now, I can use my foil tool to score with. Now on the brand new Joy 2, you've got the scoring, so I'm hoping they're going to bring this out and update the Joy Extra to do the same, because it's silly why it doesn't do it. Right, so we're going to now change the height. So you'll see you've got no width in a score line, you've just got the height. So I'm going to change that to 7 inches because that's my height of my card base. Right, now we're going to put that in position. So I want to put that at 4.5 now. So I go up to edit, click on my edit and change the position. So my X is going to be 4.5. So I want 4.5. And then my Y needs to be 2. So we'll put that 2. There we go. Now, do not touch that at all. Go to your layers panel, which it's already highlighted, and duplicate that. Okay. Then we need to position that. So we don't need to go back up to edit because our position panel is here. And we're going to put that at X 9.5, and the Y we're going to put, of course, at 2. Okay, so that's put that in position. Right, now we're going to make another score line. So I'm going to duplicate this one, but what I'm going to do, so I'm duplicating it, but this one I want to be let's just check. I want it to be 5 inches, this one. So I'm going to change the height to 5 inches. Now, this is in the wrong position for me now. So I need to rotate this, and I need to rotate it 90 degrees. So I've gone to rotate and I'm putting in 90 degrees. As you can see now, it's flipped there. Right, so I've got that, and I'm going to I'll leave it at that before I duplicate it. So I'm going to change that now. I don't want this one a foil line this time. I want it to be a cut line. So I'm going to go up and change it to basic cut. Okay. Now I'm going to position it at X 4.5. So we're going to go on to X and we'll change that to 4.5. And the Y we have to change to 7.5. 7.5. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. And then we're going to duplicate this. So again, go to your layers panel, not onto your line because you could end up moving it. So I'm going to duplicate that. And this now has got to go to the top. So it's 1.5, isn't it? 2.5, 3.5. So that should be 4.5. So I'm going to put my X at 4.5, I think. Yeah, that's right, 4.5. So my X is at 4.5. Is that correct? Yes. And then I'm going to put my Y. So my Y should be at that 3 point, that'll be 3.5. Let me say 3.5. 3.5. Yeah, just let me double check that. So that is 7.5, 8.5, 9.5, 10. Yeah, that's, so that should be 1.5 down, and that's 2, so that should be 3.5. Yeah, so that's correct. Okay, now I want to go back and pick up another score line. So I'm going to go down to my lines that are vertical, and I'm going to click on one. Okay, and then I'm going to duplicate that. So you'll see that's come here. However, I don't want the height 7.5. I want it 1.5. Okay, and then I'm going to move that to 7. So I want that to be arranged at X will be 7. Okay, so let me just take off the 0, 7, and my Y is going to be 2. Okay, so that's going to do that. I am just, yes, that was a foil line, so that's still a foil line and still going to score me. So that has come here. So I'm again going to duplicate that, and that again I'm going to stick at X7, and my Y is going to be 7.5. 7.5. Okay, and that's going to score me that there. Okay, so that'll cut out there, but it'll be scoring for the rest. So I'm going to add in some more score lines now. Okay, so I want to get another score line. So I'm just going to click on this. This score line's already there. So I will just duplicate that one. But now I want it to be, let's see, 1.5, 1.5, that's 3. Take that away from 7. So that's going to be 4 inches in height. So I need this one 4 inches in height, and I'm going to position this at X. So let's come across X 5.75. So I'm going to take it to 5.75, Okay, and my y is going to be 3.5, so 3.5. Okay, and then my, right, just double checking, yeah, 5.75 and 3.5, yeah, and then I'm going to duplicate that again, and this one is going to be positioned at x 8 point, so this is going to be 8.25, and this is going to be y 3.5. There we go. Right, now that is all our score lines. That's all our all our score lines, all our cut lines done. So at this point, this is where I like to save it. So I'm going to click on save, and I'm going to call it pop out. Oops, I did that with it. Oh, what have I done? Let's try again. Pop out gate fold card blank. Okay, so I have got a collection which is called poinsettia, so I'm just going to click on save. That means it'll save into my folder, which means I can use it across all my devices now. There we go, that's successfully saved. Right, now we go back to start making things for this now. So if you wanted to just cut that out and score that, you can do that, but I then add on. So what I'm going to do is pick up a rectangle again. Now this rectangle straight away, square, sorry, I'm going to change it to blue, so I can see where I'm going to put my blue pieces, because I want that in one colour DSP. Now you can of course make 2 lots of these, and instead of just putting DSP, you could have an extra layer of card and then DSP on top. This time I'm just going to go straight for doing the DSP. So what we need to do is have a width, because that's 2.5 inches. I'm going to take that down. So I am wanting, I need to take my lot proportions off. I'm going to have that at 2 point, and I think I want that 3/8. So let me check 3/8. That's going to be 375. So that's going to be 2.375, and my height, I want it to be 6 point, let's see, what do I want that to be? 7/8, 875, I think. 875, yeah, I put that in. Right, so I'm just gonna manually put that in place, and that will give me a very thin border around my card, which I'm very happy with. So I'm got it up here in the layers panel. I'm going to click duplicate, so then that will go on there like that. Okay, now this point here, now I'm just going to get a score line, and I'm just going to, purely because I need to measure it, okay, to make sure I've got my right size. So I'm going to go up to edit, and I'm going to rotate it 90. So let's change that to 90, just purely. You don't have to do this bit, because I will tell you the very, oh, look at that, it's 2.5. So I'm going to get rid of that now. You didn't need to do that bit, that was just purely for me. So that's 2.5 inches wide there. So now what I'm going to do is get another square and going to take off the proportions. I'm going to turn this to the blue because it's going to match these, whatever I'm doing at the side, I'm going to put in the center there. So I want it, that was 2.5, weren't it? So I want it 2 point, let's come off now, 2 point, and I want it 3/8 again, which is 375, and then its length, oh, I should have kept that, shouldn't I? Let's see, that should be what was those, let's just take, is it that one? Yeah, that one will tell me. So it is 4 inches down, so I want that to be so I've done, come off there, click off there, so I'm going to click back on there, and we want it to be what does that, 4 inches, didn't I? So I want that to be 3.875. okay, so if you were manually making this, really basically this is 3 7/8 by 2 3/8. This one is, which you need 2 of those, and this one is 2 3/8 by 3 7/8 if you wanted to make this without making it on a machine, etc. Right, so again I'm going back to my rectangle, and I'm going to turn this one green because I'm going to have coordinating DSP, and the height of it, so I'm going to take the proportion lock off again, my width of it I'm going to have at 2.375, and then the height of it I want to be at 1 point, I think it's 1.5, so 1.375 again. So I'm going to say that's the right size. Yeah, so what I want to do now is have 4 of them, so it's already highlighted there, so I'm just going to click duplicate, and that's going to go down there, duplicate again, and that can go in there, and duplicate again, and that can go in there. Now I like to leave these 2 blank. Okay, I'm not going to bother putting any DSP on there. I leave those blank. Okay, right, now we need the panel that is going to go across this, and we're going to put it at an angle. So I'm just going to move, in fact, what I should have done before I put these on, so just let me remove these. Forgot a very important step. I just need to do it before these go back on it. I think you need to do this anyway. Well, you definitely need to do this. Let me just move these out of the way. I forgot the important step. I've got to get it out of the way. That's it. There we go. Come on, let's move that up a minute, and is that one, let's move that out of the way. We just need that moved out of the way. There we go. Right, so what we need to do is I'm going to start from this corner, and we're going to go all the way up, because what we need to do is attach. Okay, because if I didn't attach, Once I pressed make, all these score lines would be in a long line somewhere and all my cut lines would be in somewhere else. So what you need to do is once you've made your base, I should have attached and I forgot, but we've done it now, so that's no problem. Right, so I can just put these back. So let's just put those back again. Okay, and then what we're going to do once we've put those back in place, we'll just group it, and that means we can move it all out of the way. So go on, that's it. Let's get that over there. And it doesn't matter if I've not put them exactly in place, that's fine. It will, oh, there we go. So virtually there. Right, so what I'm going to do again is just highlight all of these, and then I'm just going to press this here. This groups them. That's grouped it now all in one group, and I'm just going to close it really. So if I click on the eye, it comes back. If I click on the eye, it's gone. Now I can work in this area now without affecting what I've just done. Right, so again we're going to need to make a rectangle, and we're going to need to take off the proportions. Now let me just check on the size I want it to be. So I want a rectangle that is, and I'm going to change it to white at the moment, and I want it, so I've got the proportions off, to be 3.375, and I want the height to be, no, I want it other way round. So I want the width, sorry, I want the width, I'm just going to change it, width to 4.625, okay, and then I want the height to be 3 point let me think, 5/8 is 6 to 5. Is that right? 625, yeah, 625. Right, I think that's right. Okay, so I've got the white, and then that will fit. Just check that. So I've got the height at 3 and 3/8. No. I wanted height to be 375. Sorry, 3. So I want 3 point. It's always best to check 375. That's better. I thought it looked very high, and the width to be 4 and 5/8, 4 and 5/8. Yeah, so that's correct now. So that's 4 and 5/8 really in width, and height was 3 and 3/8. Okay, so that's one thing. So we'll just move that over here out of the way because we want to make something now. So I want a shape. I'm going to go into shape, and I want to go up here, and I want to say postage stamp. It's coming up there. So postage stamp. I'm going to go for postage stamp because I want these type of things. Now I want something, ooh, look at that. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted to go with that. Yeah, let's see if I can do something different here. I've picked this and I'm going to shrink it quite a lot. So I'm going to shrink it, but instead of it being cut line, I'm going to go down and I'm going to change that to foil. I like that. So I'm going to do that with foil, and I'm not actually going to do it with foil. I'm just going to do it with my foil pen, my foil thing, so that it will come out as a an indent. So I'm going to try that. We'll see. Right, now the postage stamp, I'm gonna go, let's go for this one. Right, that's far bigger than what I want, and that's just cutting a frame out. Now I don't want a frame, but I'm going to change this and see if it will shrink to what I want, because I want it to go within here, and I'm going to rotate it first. So let's go to edit, and I'm going to rotate by 90 degrees. I'm going to see if we can play with this. Right, now I am wanting not this, I'm wanting it to be filled in. So I think I'm going to bring out a rectangle. Oh, let's have a look at contour, see what happens when we do contour. I really want just that. Let's see if I apply it. Right, now I don't want that, so I'm going to go back to contour, and I'm going to click on that. No, that. Does that do it? No. See what I want it without. Let's have a look. Apply and see what happens. No, that's just gone back to how it was. But I liked what I did before, so I'm just going to go back to that and click on there and apply. Let's go back again to the contour and apply that and apply. Right, I'm going to work with that, okay, because what I'm going to do is, you saw exactly what I messed about with, but what I'm going to do is get a shape now, and I'm going to put this, I'm going to make it exactly the same as in the center, just so it covers all the edges. Then I'm going to just highlight the both of them, and I'm going to go to combine, and I'm going to weld them. Okay, so now I've got exactly what I wanted. Okay, so that's how you mess about with things to get them exactly how you want them. Right, now I'm going to see that is way too big, so I'm going to go into my width. Now, what was my width? My width was I did it 4 5/8, so I did it 4 5/8. So I'm going to go for 4. So let's go into getting rid of that. So I want it 4 point and 4 and I did it 5/8. So I want it 4 1/2, don't I? 4 1/2, that's it. And then my height, I've got the proportions on, so let's just get rid of the proportions. So that still remained at 4.5, which is fine. And my width, my height, I want 3, I did 3 3/8, so I want 3 2/8, which is 1/4. So that's 0.25. Okay, And let's have a look how this looks, whether I like it. That's quite, okay, that's quite different. Okay, I'm going to change my black and I'm going to put this to, let's see, what colour shall I do it? I'm going to turn it yellow, just for positioning. Right, I want to see this on it. So I'm going to go back up here to edit because I need to bring that, position, arrange, there we go. So the arrange we're going to bring to the front, there we go, that's lovely. And I'm going to stick that just there. Okay, right, now I want to make a smaller version of this, far smaller version. So I'm going to go onto my layers panel and I'm going to click duplicate and then pull this out, and I'm going to, now it's not duplicated absolutely everything because first and foremost I went to the panel and I haven't grouped all these together, so it didn't do it. Oh, and one of the things I have got to do, so let me just move this out of the way, and I'm going to have to do this before I forget. Okay, so I'm moving that, I'm moving, let's click on the stamp, that one. I'm going to put this in the corner here, but I want this to go on this piece, so I'm going to highlight both together and then I'm going to go down to the bottom and press attach. Now wherever I move that, that will do it, and then that will work on there. Right, I'm going to make this a lot smaller, so I want it to be a lot smaller, and I'm going to turn this, let me rotate it 90, so 90. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put it back on, so I can just see whether this fits where I want it to fit now, but I'm going to have to change the colour, aren't I? Let's just move that out of the way. Let me turn the colour. I'm going to, no, I don't want it green. I need it to a completely different colour so that it will, I'm going to just have it grey for now because I need it to be a different colour when I do my cutting. So I'm going to put this on here. And again, I want it to come, so I'll go to arrange and bring front. There we go. Yeah, so I like that there. That's fine. Yeah, I'm liking that. Right, now I also want to make something smaller than this. So again, I'm going to go back to I think I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to duplicate my grey one. Okay, now I'm going to put it back to my original position. So I've re-put that on 0, and I'm going to turn this white. Okay, that's going to be white, and I'm going to put some text on here. So let's put the text. So I'm going to get the text. Come on, text. Oh, why aren't you moving? There you go. Bring the text into there. And what shall I put? I might just put happy birthday there. So I'm going to do happy. Why aren't you working? Go on. Right, so let's put happy, and I want it to go underneath, so I'm going to put birthday. Okay, right, now line width. I don't want there to be line space. I'm wanting them to be a bit closer. So let's see. Oh, that makes it go up. Let's see if we can make it go down. I want it to go down a lot more. There, that's much better. Right, now first and foremost, I want that to be fancy writing. So I've clicked up, it's there, the actual cricket sands. I want it to be writing. So it's at the moment it's basic cut. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to put pen. Okay, now you see straight away that that's all gappy now. So I'm going to go to see different looks and category and styles. I want the pen, I want right. So let's see. There, writing. So did you see I clicked on those little things, I don't know what you call them, and I'm clicking on writing. Okay, and now I'm going to look again, so moving that out of the way. There, that's better. So I want something like that, but I want it a lot smaller because it's got to fit on my little thing here. So I think that fits on there. So what I'm going to do is highlight both of them, and then I want it to center it. So I'm going on to edit and I want it to align and I want it to go center. There we go, perfect. Now what I'm going to do is highlight those two together and then attach. Now that will mean that that's going to write on my white card. And it all depends in what colour you put in. Although I've done it black at the minute, might not do it black when I print it off. Right, that's going to be going on there in a minute, but we are going to get some lavender. So I'm going to go into images and I'm going to go lavender. Lavender flowers, it's coming up. So let's have lavender flowers and see. Oh, we've got quite a few things here. Now I have to be careful because some of them, in fact, I quite like that. I'm going to go for that. Can you see how big it is now? So that is quite big. So I'm going to come down a bit. Okay. Don't know how big I want that. Oh, let me just tell you. So I'm going to put it to an easy thing. So I'm going to put this to 2.25. Okay. And what that went to 1.65, 1.25. So that made it 1 5/8, and it was 2 1/4. That's that size. So this size here, so that could be centered in there. This size here, let's that is 2 1/4 by 1.625, which is 2 1/4 by 1 5/8. So you've got that. So they're going to be the same size. Let's just see if I like them the same size. Might make that. Let's try that at 1.5, 1.5. Let's see what happens. 1.5. I think I might do 1.5 as opposed to so it's a little bit smaller. I might just try let's take it down one more, so 1.25, which would be 1 1/4. Yeah, I like that better. I don't know whether I want it but 1 1/4, let's, don't know whether to make that, because that has gone to, let's take the proportions off. Let's put that to 1.625. Then I have made that 1 5/8 by 1 1/4. Okay, so that's going to be on there. Yeah, I think I like that better, so we'll have that. Right, now this I'm just going to tilt to see how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to tilt it like this, and then this is going to go up on here. Let's see how it fits. Now it goes a little bit over, but that's might be okay. I might take it down just a fraction. Let's do just a fraction. Yeah, I think I like that. So that will sit on there nicely, and then that's going to sit in there as well, like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with that. Quite like that now. Right, now I'm going to group these, so I'm just going to pull that and then group it. Okay, so I can move it all away. Now what you're going to see is I'm going to ungroup my original, and then I'm going to show you. So I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to tilt this at an angle and place it on here. Okay, so right, now that at the moment I'm going to have to tilt it slightly. I've tilted it way too much. What I'm looking for is my 2 corners don't go over the score lines, so that's approximately where it'd be. See, come on. Oh, too much now. Oh, come on. It's playing me up now. There we go. Let's see. Right, something like that it will be. Okay, so you can just imagine this with your DSP on now. So I will actually do a photograph of the finished things, so you can say, oh, I'm just going to do 2 more duplications. So well, actually I'm not going to, yeah I do. So I'm gonna ungroup for the moment, because you need to see how to do it. Right, you see these basic rectangles here? I'm just going to click on one and duplicate twice. The reason being, they will be for the back side, so I'm going to move them out of the way there, back side, and then the bigger rectangle which is behind that, I also want to duplicate that as well. So let's move that out of the way. Whoops, moved the wrong thing. There we go, that one's going out of the way. Okay, and we'll take that back into position-ish, and then I'll just group those. That's it, and I'm going to regroup them. I think I've got everything, hopefully. Oh no, I might not have, because I want that to be on it as well. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to redo that again. So now I can see it all. I'm going to go up and make sure it's all in. That's better, and then regroup that. Okay, so whoops, no, undo, delete that. Sorry, I'm meant to group. I pressed the wrong thing. Just a minute. I'll do it again. So do that, and I want to group. I was looking at something else and didn't do it. So you should have those grouped, and within it all that's grouped, hopefully. So we'll check now so we should have those 3 pieces that will be for the back, and they're all for the front. So I'm going to press make just to check it out. I'm not going to, I will make in a moment, but I'm just going to check that. So I'm going to confirm it on the mat just so I can check out my mats. So there we go. We've got the card base. Then the next one, we have got the background, and then we've got the little things. Yeah, 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 and that. Perfect. Okay, so I've just checked that on my board, so I'm going to cancel for the moment because I am going to make it, but not quite yet. They're everything that I need, and then I can show you how you cut it out. So thank you very much for dropping by. I do appreciate that you stopped by. I hope you liked my gatefold, and I will upload the video, and there will be another video of the cutting and the scoring, etc., and then I will do an assembly video. So stay safe, stay well, bye for now.